Welcome back, everybody. Let's talk about abundance. What does abundance mean to you? Is it love, family, wealth, health? What does it mean to you? Well, today I have come up with a spell that I'd like to share with you. It is typically used in the bath. It can be used in the shower or any body of water for that matter. Preferably, though, a bath or a warm shower. This is a money bath, but it is also an abundance spell. So it applies to finances, but it applies to the abundance in our lives that we need more of. Wealth, health, success, family, love. We want that abundance in our life. So today I'm going to share with you my personal formula for a money bath. And I will also incorporate the oils in it that will also correspond with wealth and health and abundance. So join me. Okay, so what I have in front of me is I've got my base, which is Epsom salts, and we are going to make a money bath. And this money bath will give you approximately 3 baths. You're going to need something like a muslin bag or cotton drawstring bag that you can actually hang off the faucet to the tub or hang on to it while you use it in the shower. You can use this both in the shower or in a tub. You want warm water because you want to be able to release the goodness in the herbs and the oils. So having said that, we've got our base of Epsom salts. You can use other salts. Just please be sure to have purity of salt in mind. In other words, don't use table salt. Don't use a cheap salt. Other than that, Epsom salts, pink Himalayan salt, sea salt, things like that, excellent choices all the way across the board. Now we've got a few different herbs that we're using here, and we're going to bust out our mortar and pestle over here because I don't want to pulverize, but I want to break open those oils and those intentions in those herbs as I make this. So we're going to start with our rosemary. Now our rosemary is dried. Everything is dried that I'm using. I don't like to use fresh because generally I'm making tinctures, I'm making oils, that kind of thing. And you want dried herbs because any moisture can rot, basically, can mold on you. So I'm going to use, where's my tablespoon? I'm going to start with a tablespoon of rosemary and put that in there. And if you don't have a mortar and pestle, you might have a coffee grinder, although I would suggest getting just a little cheapy coffee grinder. You can usually get them for under $10 anymore. Sometimes it's as little as $5. And you can use a coffee grinder. If you have none of those things, you can get a dish, a flat bottom dish or something like that, and you can use a coffee mug or another heavy object to gently mash the herbs. You don't want to bust things up. You don't want to break glass and get violent. You just simply want to gently release the intentions and the oils in those herbs. So I've got a tablespoon of rosemary, and we don't need that. We need cloves, and we're also going to use a tablespoon of cloves. Now I'm going to stop there for a moment, and I'm just going to break this up just a little bit. I'm not going to get crazy with it. Again, we're just wakening up what's in those items. We want those herbs to really sing in our mixture. I can really smell the cloves. I would say that's pretty good. And as you can see, it's just broken up slightly, okay? So from there, I've got some cinnamon. Now the cinnamon, let me pull it out here. The cinnamon I have is cinnamon bark. It's cassia. Be careful when you choose your cinnamon because you have 2 kinds. And actually I said that wrong. I meant Ceylon. You've got Ceylon cinnamon. You've got cassia cinnamon, I believe. They're all cinnamon, but they're different grades, I believe, is how that works. Quote me if I'm wrong here. But I'm just going to use a good healthy pinch of that in here. And a word about cinnamon. Because you're going to be using this in the bath, please know that cinnamon is volatile. It has a volatile oil and it can be an irritant on the skin. So you're going to use this sparingly. Keep in mind, I'm not going to break these up any more than they already are because of those volatile oils. Now I will be adding cinnamon oil into the actual mixture, but I'm not going to be adding a huge amount. So in a tub of water, you're going to be fine. So I've added the cinnamon, and again, I'm just going to gently break it up. And that's about it. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. And now I'm going to go over to the patchouli, which is also another herb that represents money, abundance, that kind of thing. And I'm going to use about the same amount, a tablespoon. And as you can see, this is already broken up. So we're going to put that guy in. Now we've got our cloves, we've got our rosemary, we've got our cinnamon, we've got our patchouli. Now we want some peppermint and some basil. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of loosen this because I don't need to break up anything else. And what I'm going to do is lift this off its pedestal and we're going to just drop it in. Okay. All right, now we're going to get that back in there and scoot that aside. So now we've got our herbs in here. We're going to add our other herbs that we don't need to crush up. And that will be peppermint, which is also incredibly good for abundance spells and money spells. And I'm going to use the exact same amount. Peppermint I love because it's not only invigorating in its essence alone, as it is invigorating, I see it as something that fuels the spell. It spurs it on. So we're going to get a tablespoon of that in here and dunk it in. And basil is the last one. And basil has been known forever and a day. Throughout centuries, it has been known as a herb of abundance. And same thing. We're just going to get a tablespoon of that. And some of these herbs came from my garden. Some did not. But all have been, if I did not grow them myself, they were also ethically sourced. I try to always get organic and ethically sourced as much as possible if I'm not currently growing it. So we have our last few herbs in here. And what I want to do is give it a stir. And I'm going to stir it to the right 3 times. So we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And I'm doing it that way because for me, in what I have been taught since I was a very small child, that for abundance, you go to the right. To negate or banish, you go to the left. Okay? Then we're going to do it again. 1, 2, and 3. Now, shake it down flat. And we're going to do it a 3rd time again. So 3 times and 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. All right, shake it flat. Now we have put our intention into this. We have directed the energies and we have directed it 3 times. This is now abundance in a bowl. Now we're going to take our oils. Now I do have an oil here. It's frankincense. And of course, frankincense at one time is considered a very opulent thing to be in possession of. Again, abundance. So everything that we're using in abundance. Okay, it's about 10 drops. 2, 3. So that's 13 drops. Now, I believe I've got, this is peppermint. Let's see if this is going to come out. Nope. It does not want to come out. All right, let's see here. Ooh, get it out. Okay. Okay. About finished up the bottle there. Okay, and we'll set that aside. And lastly, remember our cinnamon oil. So we're going to go just 3 big glugs of that. And so probably in total about 6 drops. So if you notice, I'm trying to do things with the number 3 or in threes. Again, the Trinity, Maiden, Mother, Crone, that symbol of 3 is very powerful. Now, once again, this time I'm going to take my little spoon, because these spoons are just for mixtures like this. So we're going to go again to the right. 1, 2, and 3. And shake it flat. 1, 2, 3. Shake it flat. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now everything is in tune. So now is what I do is I take my hands and I run it over the top, going to the right 3 times. And place my hands on each side and send that energy. Raise our hands over the top. Really feel that energy in it now. It's a big bubble of energy now, of abundance, that is locked into this. Now, we're going to seal that energy in by sharply breaking it. Now it's ready to use. So it's really that simple. Magic is always about intent, alignment, will. Every part of you needs to be in alignment. We're going to have a class on that together that I'm going to share with you. So now your mixture is ready. This is for abundance. Now, you can use it in the bath. Absolutely. You can meditate on your intentions and sending your thoughts and desires and intentions out to the universe so that the universe can return that abundance to you in however it can, in the quickest way possible. Now, you're thinking positive intentions, so positive results will come back. Please do not focus on negative intentions. Your intentions are pure. You just wish for more abundance in your life. Therefore, your intentions are pure. The universe will return pure. You will not cause any harm or any weird, unintended consequences, because you do not require no unintended consequences. Just say that to yourself. No unintended consequences. All I wish is for positive outcomes from the universe. And that's it. You're done. Now you can take this lovely, very delightfully smelling mixture and you can put it into your drawstring bag. And like I said, you can get a good 3 to 4 baths out of this easily. And as a result, you can do that. You can meditate while you use it and relax and just wait with joyous expectation for the universe to deliver. And you can also use smaller drawstring bags. Put, say, about a teaspoon. It's very potent. And you can put it under your pillow. Although I will say, it does have essential oils in it. So if you wear it against your skin or you put it on clothing or say your pillowcase, it might leave a stain, just so you're aware. But having said that, all you do from here is get yourself a nice bottle to store it in and make sure that it's airtight so that it will not get hard or weird or lose its mojo, basically. And you store it, and it's good for up to 1.5 years to 2 years. Keep it stored in a cool, dark place, or like I said, in your bathroom on the side of the tub is fine. You can keep it stored in your apothecary. You can store it anywhere, just not in direct sunlight. And that's it. You've created a money spell, and you can use it in the bath. You can carry a tiny amount of it with you in your bag. You can leave a sachet of it in your car. Just remember, again, if you use essential oils or any kind of fragrance oils, if you choose to go that route, it could and will leave a stain, especially in your car, but it could leave a stain. So please be mindful of that. So everyone, I really appreciate you coming along with me, and I hope that you all try this out. Remember, the herbs are in 1 tablespoon measurements, and it is basil, it is peppermint, it is whole cloves, Epsom salts, 1 cup, it is cinnamon, and it is patchouli, and it is rosemary. And I hope you try it. And again, you can makeshift a little mortar and pestle action because you don't have to really crush it up that hard. And if you don't have the essential oils, go ahead and make it anyway. You'll still get great results. And I hope you enjoy it. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time. As always, blessings to you. I love you all. Take care, and I'll see you next time.